fuck your uncle. I'm gonna beat the black off of his ass. Your uncle can go straight to fucking hell. I will slap the shit out of him, I swear to Oprah.
Nephew?
Hey, what's up, Unc? I need your help again.
Okay, whatever you need.
I need you to do a con for Lost Souls.
Lost Souls?
And make sure you're sober. I don't want you to say anything that you'll regret.
Nah, I won't say anything I regret.
And remember, this is for Lost Souls, so represent.
Okay, later.
Hey y'all, this is Uncle Farnsworth. And before I get this commentary started, I want to give a big thanks to the one and only Thunder 402. Unc, this is for Lost Souls, man. I'm sorry. Okay. Lost Souls, I appreciate it. Alright, now, I'm going to explain the beef between me and Otis. Now, when you think of beefs, you think of Chris Brown and Soulja Boy. Boy, I think Chris Brown's going to beat the shit out of Soulja Boy. You think of Nas and Jay-Z, Tupac and Biggie, may they rest in peace. But this is some triple OG beef. It started way back in 1955. Now, I've known Otis since I think it was 32. We was friends when we were kids, and my mom used to work for his daddy, if you know what I mean. I remember it like it was yesterday, November 30th, 1955. And Otis had invited me to a party. It was me, him, his wife Diane. Now Diane is what y'all call a woody. You know, a white girl with a booty. But back then that was forbidden fruit. So anyway, Diane had a friend named Rosa. So, you know, we was all kicking it at the party, and me and Rosa went upstairs, and, you know, we started having relations, and you know, I was hitting it. Can I say hitting it from the back on your channel, Law? Oh, okay, yeah. I was hitting it from the back, and her head was hitting the head post, and it hit it so hard, you know, because I come with the thunder. But anyway, not Thunderfold 2, but you know what I'm talking about. So her head was hitting the head post, and then she passed out. And then the next morning, she tried to stand up, but she couldn't stand up. I think she was concussed, which means she had a concussion. So me being the gentleman that I am, you know, I told her I'd walk her home. So on her way home, she fell and hit the ground. So we saw a bus go by. I said, Rosa, here's 50 cents. You know, take the bus. Now, see, back then, you know, black folk, well, we call them colored. So the coloreds back then had to sit in the back of the bus. So anyway, I gave her a kiss goodbye and said, I'll call her. But you know me, players don't call back. So anyway, she got on the bus, and the only seat that was available was the white seats up in the front. So, you know, the man told her to move. She got to go to the back of the bus. And I think she tried to get up, but then she sat back down due to the concussion. And it just started a big civil rights movement. Now, this is history. I'm giving y'all a history lesson. I know this ain't no History Channel loss, but now that's how the civil rights movements really started. But they won't tell y'all that. They don't give me credit for that. So anyway, the next day, I run over to Otis's house, you know, to discuss, you know, all the rioting and the protesting. And I knock on the door, and I guess Otis was at work. But then Diane opened that door, and something just came over me. I just got the fever. I just got that jungle fever. And she was looking at me, and we just had, right there, we just started having relations. And then in the middle of the relations, Otis opened the door, and he saw what I was working with. Because they used to call me tripod. You know, I had 3 legs. So anyway, Otis stormed out there and lost. He never told you this, but that's what got him hooked on sexual enhancement drugs. Back then we ain't have Viagra, but that's just a little info for you. So anyway, Otis invited me the next day to eat what we always ate. And outside they had the drinking fountain, and I was kind of, thirsty, and Otis had got there before I did, and I thought he was going to try to fight me, but he invited me, and I met him there, and I took a drink at the colored fountain, but this motherfucker Otis, he switched the damn signs. I was drinking out of the white fountain. Now I should have known something was up because it was actually nice. But anyway, all I heard was a bunch of police sirens, and they all rushed me, and then they beat my ass. You see, back then black lives didn't matter. So anyway, they drove off, and after that I just started drinking, and that's what led to my alleged drinking problem, but I don't have a drinking problem. So anyway, next thing I heard is Otis moved with Diane to Florida. And I didn't see Otis until I think it was like 1979, I think, because I had a job out in Florida. So I went out there and I met Otis at a bar, and Otis said him and Diane was divorced, and he had met this nice lady, and then I think they had relations, because Otis started crying, and he broke down, and well, I don't know how to tell you this, Lost, but well,
Hey, Lost. I got something to tell you. Otis is your daddy.